Let us go back to a younger world, certainly a simpler one. There was no television, no radio, no films really, and music was starting to come out of the era of the sentimental ballad. Ragtime and jazz were beginning to have an influence, and into this bubbling cauldron, into Tin Pan Alley, came the Gershwins.
Good evening. I'm Marvin Hamlish, and that, of course, is some of George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. You know, if you're studying piano and you get really good, somewhere along the way you're going to run into George Gershwin. He was the first to fuse American jazz elements and symphonic elements together, and he exerted an influence on music which has been profound, to say the least. Well, how did it all start? Let's go back to the beginning. George Gershwin's first published song, remember now, from the same pen. When you want 'em, you can't get 'em. When you get 'em, you don't want 'em. At certain times you have too many, and lots of other times you haven't any. When you want 'em, you can't get 'em. When you get 'em, you don't want 'em. You're never satisfied at all. You're never satisfied at all. Well, thankfully, George didn't let that one discourage him, and he kept on writing.
Thank goodness.
You know, the most important thing that happened to him early in his career was persuading his lyric-writing brother, Ira, that they should work together.
And that collaboration was to make musical history. But the first song they ever wrote together was, hit it, Marvin.
The real American folk song is a rag,
A metal tag,
a rhythmic tonic for the chronic blues.
the critics called it a joke song, but now they've changed their tune and they like it somehow. For it's inoculated with a syncopated sort of meter, sweeter than a classic strain. Boy, you can't remain still and quiet. It's a riot. The real American folk song is like the fountain of youth. You taste and it elates you and then invigorates you. The real American folk song, a master stroke song, is all right.
They wrote another song together called A New Step Every Day, but they hadn't done anything with it. Lyricist Buddy DeSilva suggested to Ira that there might be a way to point the number up and get it into the George White scandals of 1922.
Well, they got it in all right.
It was the third of 5 scandals George Gershwin was to do.
All you preachers who delight in panning the dancing teachers, let me tell you there are a lot of features of the dance that carries you through the gates of heaven. It's madness to be always sitting around in sadness when you could be learning the steps of gladness. You'll be happy when you can do just 6 or 7. Begin today, you'll find it's nice. The quickest way to paradise when you practice is the thing to do. Simply say, as you go, I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. And I'm gonna get there at any price. Stand aside, I'm on the way. I've got the blues, and above them's old there. just to carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new stair. I said a new stair. Yes, a new stair every day.
(1924). That was really a great year for the Gershwins. George performed the Rhapsody in Blue for the very first time. And then in September in London, his musical Primrose opened, to which Ira contributed some of the lyrics. And then in November, the fabulous Lady Be Good opened in Philadelphia on its way to Broadway. And then came June, and George wrote his 5th Scandals for George White, and that was destined to be his last, because young Gershwin felt that after 1921, 22, 23, and now the 24 Scandals, he deserved a raise. George White felt otherwise. So that was the end of that. I cannot help but feel that Mr. White may have made something of a mistake, because there is still a song from that Scandal score from 1924 that we are singing to this day.
Somebody loves me, I wonder who. I wonder who it can be. Somebody loves me, I wish I knew. Who can it be? Worries me. For every boy who passes by, I shout, hey, maybe you were meant to be my loving baby. Somebody loves me, I wonder who. Maybe it's you.
If I'm lucky. You know something, in 1924, when Lady Be Good did open in Philadelphia, Adele Astaire had one of the great ballads of all time, The Man I Love, right? Yeah. Now, the show ran long, something had to be cut, so guess what was cut? The Man I Love. That friggin' thing. Now, 3 years later, they did Strike Up the Band, and they put The Man I Love back in Strike Up the Band. It opened, I think, in New Jersey, and nobody came to see it. It closed out of town. There goes The Man I Love. Then later that year, they wrote a new musical, Rosalie, right? George and Ira put back what song? What do you guess?
The Man I Love.
Right, The Man I Love. Guess what song was cut out before opening night?
The Man I Love.
That's so what the hell.
But you know, Lady Be Good didn't do so badly. After all, it played 333 performances, and what a wonderful title song it had.
That is.
Oh, sweet and lovely Lady Be Good. Oh, Lady Be Good to me. I am so awfully misunderstood. So, Lady Be Good to me. Oh, please have some pity. I'm all alone in this big city. I tell ya, I'm just a lonesome babe in the wood. Oh, Lady Be Good to me.
Hello, I'm Melissa Manchester. In 1926, George and Ira Gershwin presented Broadway with a tune-filled musical called OK. Kay, incidentally, was the name of the leading lady. The story had a good time with prohibition and bootlegging, and the audience had a good time hearing for the first time songs like Maybe, Do, 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 Clap Your Hands, and the wonderful There's a saying goes, says that love is blind, though we have been told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm going to seek a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with I want to add his initial to my monogram. Won't you find me the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who watch over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he'll carry the key. Won't you tell him, please, to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me.
Good evening, I'm Peter Nero. I'm a Gershwin fan too. When I was 17, I first played the Rhapsody in Blue with Paul Whiteman's orchestra. Incredible as it seems to us now, there were a few critics in 1924 who suggested that the success of the Rhapsody in Blue was just a happy accident. To prove them wrong, George signed a contract to compose a concerto for piano and orchestra, and then went out and bought a textbook on musical forms to learn exactly what a concerto was. He was obviously a quick learner because the audience in Carnegie Hall that December 3rd in 1925 was thrilled. Here are some of the themes. course, that last theme was from An American in Paris, which George wrote in 1928. The year after that, he used it as ballet music in a new Broadway production called Showgirl. Like most songwriters, George and Ira were thrifty about their music. If something didn't work in one show, it was not unusual to have it turn up months later in another. Originally written for Funny Face in October of 1927, this next song faced the Broadway audience in ROSALIE in December of 1927. Bonnie Franklin sings, How Long Has This Been Going On?
I could cry salty tears. Where have I been all these years? Mr. Wow, tell me now, how long has this been going on? There are cheers in my spine and some thrills I can't define. Listen, sweet, I repeat, how long has this been going on? Oh, I feel that I could melt into heaven. I'm hurt. I know Columbus failed, finding another world. Kiss me once, then once more. What a dance I was before. What a break. For heaven's sake, how long has this been going on? Kiss me twice, then once more. Thrice, make it four. Mr. Wow, tell me now, how long has this been going Don't start without me! Wait in the car. Are you getting paid? Of all concoctions alcoholical, I know but one that's diabolical. I simply thrive on old champagne and sparkling Burgundy. I love that sound. It makes me crazy. Whiskey, Cointreau, Moselle, Tokay, Ripple, name it. For eau de vie are just like tea. Ba, 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 ba. Ja. Oh, give me vodka. For when I take a little drink, I forget to think what a little drink can do to me. Vodka, yeah, don't give me vodka. Are you crazy? For when I take a little sip, I begin to sleep, and I start romancing with the man that I am dancing. Oh my God. Vodka, Achachanya makes me feel all the car. War and peace, and then I grab a 6'2". Anyone will do if he's only sensitive to see. Stop! Stop the music! Elliot, tell orchestra, wait in the bus. Keep motor running. I sit in piccolo section. I want to sing this part alone. Many important people watching. Could mean come back. In Russian tea room. You laughing? I am too good for this room. I am too good for this song. You cut into my time. I am not too good for this dress. I won't scream should he kiss me. Couldn't if I would. Couldn't if I should. Vodka, Nostrovia, vodka, and a shaker of vodka. What? Is it over? That's what you think. You ruin. Here we go.
Don't need what money can buy. Birds in the trees sing their day full of song. Why shouldn't we sing along? I'm chipper all the day, happy with my life. How do I get that way? Well, look at what I've got. I've got rhythm, I've got music, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. I've got daisies in green pastures, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. Home and trouble, I don't mind it, you won't find it round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Oh man, trouble, I don't mind you, and you won't find him hanging round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. I got music and I don't need music.
So they had really become masters of this particularly American musical form. In addition, George, of course, had written the Rhapsody, American in Paris, Concerto in F, and in 1932, the Second Rhapsody and the Cuban Overture. So I guess we shouldn't have been too surprised in 1935 when he presented us with an American folk opera, Porgy and Bess, lyrics by Ira and DuBose Hayward, and surely some of the loveliest music ever written. Robert Guillaume sings.
There's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come with me. That's where we belong. So stop. You and me can live that high life in New York. Come with me. There you can't go wrong. So stop. I'll buy you the swellest mansion up on Upper Fifth Avenue. And through Harlem we'll go strutting, we'll go a-strutting, and there'll be nothing too good for you. I'll dress you in silks and satins, in the latest Paris style. All the blues you'll be forgetting, there'll be no fretting, just nothing but smiles. Come along with me, that's the place. Don't be a fool, come along. There's a boat that's leaving soon for New